Yes, I can hear you.
798 Patterson.
Yes, I can hear you. What's he saying? I'm John Palmentary, and we're in the area of Patterson and Cathedral Oaks, where the Sheriff's Department is looking for suspects in a stolen vehicle case. The citizens in this area have been in lockdown, and the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Department has multiple units here, canine dogs, and the helicopter overhead. They have two of the suspects in custody. They're looking for two more that are in hiding in this area. For those who are coming up Patterson, you'll see a number of black and whites with their lights on. Also in Cathedral Oaks, officers from the Santa Barbara Police Department are assisting, along with the California Highway Patrol and the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department. Over my shoulder now, you see a couple of sheriff's units here. One is a canine unit, one is a SUV, and they parked here up one of the private side roads here off of Patterson Avenue, and they just had the canine there getting a drink of water after an extensive search. And as we turn all the way around here, we see ourselves looking at the sedan where two of the suspects are located just down this roadway here, and also the SUV belongs to the Sheriff's Department. Lieutenant Butch Arnaldi is there, and a number of deputies are around the bend there, and they continue to look. They're framing it here where these bushes are on the left side. They've already cleared the house down there, and up to the right, the suspects, first two of them, were hiding. As we go down the road here a little bit, we'll kind of put a picture on what we're talking about. As we go up to the property here on the left, you'll see a little white wall there. And what happened was that one of the suspects was prone straight down there, hiding behind that wall when the Sheriff's Department began its search, and they found him there. And then the canine dog got a sniff of the second suspect, maybe an article of clothing, a hat, or something else there, and within 5 minutes went around to the right of your screen, and that's where they found the second suspect. They are telling us there may be two more that are here that they're actively looking for. Two in custody, two at large. It's a stolen vehicle case. The vehicle's significantly around the corner and down into some other property there. It's believed to be a vehicle stolen from the city of Santa Barbara, and this is a situation that started at 3:30 this afternoon, and the Sheriff's Department, CHP, and Santa Barbara Police are all involved right now in this search. It's an extensive search here covering a number of different streets in this area, and the residents have all been told to go in lockdown, as we understand it. And I believe there's a school nearby, too, that's in lockdown. And there's at least one report that at least a witness around there may have seen two of the suspects, but it's unconfirmed. We're just trying to get a framework here. We have several of our photographers here to keep an eye on the search for the two stolen car suspects that remain outstanding, and then two, as we see, are in custody. Overhead, you see the sheriff's helicopter doing orbits. That's very important here, not only for the eyes of the sky, but it also keeps the suspects that are wanted from feeling like they can come out and blend in, or come out and run, or come out and maybe carjack another vehicle. They usually stay low when the helicopter's up because of the eyes in the sky. Meanwhile, the Sheriff's Department has a number of detectives and deputies here, going through the properties, going door to door, looking in the bushes, and trying to locate those other suspects. What they've also done here is sealed off some of the streets, like portions of Cathedral Oaks and portions of Patterson. You can still drive through there, we did, but you can see their units are right on the edge of the roadway, and they have perimeters set up. So the inconvenience to a lot of people around here is not that great as far as the moving traffic. We're able to go down Cathedral Oaks and turn around and come down Patterson and turn around. But once you get into this housing tract, it's all sealed off, and they're fairly certain that the other two suspects they're looking for are right in here somewhere. And the dogs are here. Two of them are here, and they are searching extensively for any scent or any sign that those suspects are in this area. We do not know about any weapons that were used or recovered. We did see them carrying a bag of what appeared to be clothing that was dumped in the bushes, and they know they have two suspects inside of a patrol vehicle, and they are in custody right now. So that's what's going on here in the area of Patterson and Cathedral Oaks. A stolen vehicle. It has been found in the area of approximately 700 Patterson, North Patterson, and two suspects are in custody. Two are being sought. We can continue to walk down where the Sheriff's Department has gone and see if we can see anything further down here. So we'll take a walk back this way where we last saw the K-9 unit and walk down this road. You'll see the patrol car and an SUV, and there's many different locations like this where we have these vehicles here that are blocking off different access and entry points. We have motorcycle officers here as well from the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department, and we also have multiple units from other jurisdictions here. We were just talking to a CHP officer here, and we've seen two of those, and we also have Santa Barbara Police that are helping to process the vehicle that they've found. For those who live in the area, believe that they've been getting reverse 911 and other pieces of information from the Sheriff's Department to get to at least understand what's going on in the skies above them. But again, this started about 3:30 this afternoon, and since then, a lot of units have been in this area, and it's been extremely active. This is 632 right here, where the Sheriff's Department has a perimeter, and they basically have cleared all this out right now. They've gone through here with the dogs and the patrol units right now, and we've got a motorcycle officer there. And as we come down here, we'll be able to turn all the way around and look back up at the properties here to see where the Sheriff's Department has been and where they're going with the dog down here. As I look up here now, and we'll bring the camera around as well, show you the Expanse property where they went up here and the hills and the terrain. This is mixed use. This is not your tract home. There's a lot of hills and bushes here. And as we come down here, we'll turn the camera around and take a look up the hill where I'm looking up here and see where the helicopter is orbiting up above. The helicopter has been very effective in helping the ground units with perimeters and also if they've seen any movement. But for now, as we have heard, there are still two other suspects wanted in a reported stolen car case here that are at large and hiding out in this area. I haven't seen any residents out here, and if they are hunkered down or in lockdown, they haven't peered out or come out or opened their windows or doors and asked me what's going on. And I've been at several residents right now, so I'm not sure if they're home or if they're inside, if they're staying in the center of the house, and if they've locked all the doors and windows, and certainly don't want to come out and get involved in this until it's all resolved and the suspects are in custody. So what's going on right now here on this street is that the Sheriff's Department has two in custody, a number of units here, and the Santa Barbara Police Department and Highway Patrol are assisting as they're looking for two more stolen car suspects in a case that reportedly started in the city of Santa Barbara and ended up here on Patterson near Cathedral Oaks Road with two in custody caught at gunpoint by the Sheriff's Department deputies who were searching. And one of them, as we know, was found by the K-9 unit. The homes here are off of Patterson, so they're on what appears to be private roads that go back in. We didn't see a street name when we turned in, not in this area too much. There is a patrol car coming back out now. Let's see if it comes back up this way from where it is going to the east of where I'm standing right now. And here it comes. It's going right by that's the Santa Barbara police car that went right by the motorcycle unit. So we have a crew up there taking a look at that area as well. But you can see there's a lot of presence here from a number of agencies, and they are looking for two more suspects here, and they'd like to find them while the sun is out and they can see what they're doing here. It takes on a lot of dynamic differences, of course, when the sun goes down. Now, the helicopter has been relaying some information in the sky, but it's been pretty quiet. Well, here comes a car coming down right now. It looks like this person wants to get out of here. And no doubt they're probably going to be checked by the patrol officers as they get out of here. Doesn't seem to want to stop for us, but this vehicle is getting out of here. And I wouldn't be surprised if the deputy takes a look in there or asks her to stop and see if anybody's inside in case a suspect's in there as well. Let's see what happens here as this SUV leaves this area. Looks like it's going to be pretty clear, and they're getting out of here right now from the 600 block of an area just off of Patterson and Cathedral Oaks. We've seen no other vehicles coming and going, and really no other citizens in this area as well that have come outside or want to talk to us about what's going on here. This situation has been going on now for about an hour and a half, and for now, 2 suspects are in custody. We don't know much about them, their ages. We believe they're both males, and we believe they were both caught at gunpoint, including one that was caught by the canine dog after getting a scent of an article of clothing that fell on the ground. So with that, the Sheriff's Department is aggressively looking in this area. The 2 canines, they've got a lot of perimeter areas checked, and they're trying to zero in on where the suspects might be hiding out. There hasn't been much movement that we've heard of anybody or any reports from citizens saying someone's on their property or doors are open or anything's been disturbed. Sometimes that's the case as well. And they have that as sometimes a clue as to what's going on in the area here. So what the Sheriff's Department is going to continue to do is orbit with a helicopter overhead, keep the ground units here in the perimeter as well, and also continue to look for those other 2 suspects. They have 2 in custody that have not been transported over to jail. And one thing that is significant about this location is it's extremely close to the headquarters for the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department. So all the resources they may need or additional resources are not only there, but within the city of Goleta nearby as a contract city for the Sheriff's Department. This is a live picture. 4 suspects were sought, 2 are in custody, a stolen vehicle near Goleta at Patterson and Cathedral Oaks. I'm John Parliamentary. We'll be starting our news at 5 o'clock. Thanks for joining us.